There's no better time to find these tremendous Mazda savings than right now at Team Mazda. Get 0% financing on any new Mazda CX-5, Mazda CX-30, Mazda CX-50, or the Mazda CX-90. Find out just how much you can save at Team Mazda on Airline.
Good morning. It is 7:00, almost 3 here on a Friday morning. How good does that sound? Friday.
It's just crazy. And it's going to be crazy on the road for another week or so. But it's we always do this in the fall because a lot of folks, unlike the January back to school, when we go back to school in August, there's new schools. People going from middle to high school or from primary to middle.
Yeah, and new schools and new kids switching to different schools. So it may be their first time at that school for them. It's new to them.
True.
Yeah, so a lot of habits. It takes a while to build the routine, right?
It does,
And
especially on the second day of school for most kids.
Absolutely. I can tell you guys, I'm in that boat. I'm trying to get the routine down of being on this show.
So this is the first official full week, as Johnny mentioned, Jared. Welcome.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
Are you?
I'm very tired. I'm very tired. I'm usually not a coffee drinker, but now thanks to this shift, I am a bona fide. I'm on two cups.
Okay.
I need to know.
I got one dripping right now.
I need to know how much you guys drink, though, so I
morning.
know if I'm doing too much. Am I doing the most? Two
4
cups
to 6 every morning, and I'm good.
Yeah,
4 to 6.
about 4 cups. I'm at about 4 cups.
You're at about 4?
Yeah,
Look at this man, he's back. Look at this.
Matt
How many cups?
Oh, he was live at Scotlandville Middle with Matt Venezia. Yeah.
It was, as I speak into your microphone, hello. No, a lot of fun. Day 2 for EBR schools in Scotlandville, ready to go. It's always good. I mean, I love, it makes you miss getting out. I mean, love being in here and being able to tell all the stories. But yeah, it's so much fun getting out in there. That air conditioning worked in that gym.
Oh, yeah.
Matt
Wait,
Venezia.
I was about to say, I don't think the cameras. Oh, look at that! We've got daywalkers. It's like Spider-Man pointing at each other. Matt.
It was
This one?
That
Yeah.
one was good. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, there we go. Talking to his
somebody's
mic.
microphone
There
there,
we go.
buddy.
The Hornets are ready to go.
Testing.
There
Still
we go.
works.
That was good.
Oh, love to see that.
Did you play? I know you play. You were a diver. Did you play sports?
In high school?
Yeah.
Hockey,
Wow.
golf, and baseball, but before high school.
You are the total
Oh, yeah.
package. He's the total package.
It's a lot of different sports, too. I like that. A lot of different skill sets he's got.
All right.
C on my jersey for hockey.
All right.
There we go.
We
Okay.
just
Mr.
hockey
Captain?
down here with an H, but he had a C for hockey. But that's cool. That's all right.
Well, man, hockey sounds great right about now. An
I know,
ice rink
right?
sounds great about now.
You could play hockey in the gym we were in.
I just
No.
All
At
right, I'm going to get
Scotlandville
coffee
Mountain?
for Matt and Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was
Okay.
chill. How are we doing out there?
Yeah, we're doing really good. Hey, by the way, your friend and roommate, our new reporter, Ethan, how tall is he?
I think he's 6'4".
Okay, because I think he's taller than that even.
I do
Oh,
too.
Matt.
Oh, yeah.
We are starting a WAFB basketball team. You three are definitely going to be a part of it.
Done.
I
Yes.
suck.
Done.
I'm-
Come on. Oh,
But
wait,
we need the height. We need the height. All right, thank you guys. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and they had a lot of fun this morning. We got a beautiful shot overlooking downtown. Now that the lights are coming up out there, another day and another round of heat advisories. Although 74 degrees, that's actually pretty good. That's cooler than we've been over the past week or so. Even that temperature, 96 degrees, I was a little surprised when I saw that. That was actually a degree or two below what we forecasted. We love to see that, though. That's okay. Heat advisory for our area, not for the north, though. Places like Macomb, Mississippi, you guys actually don't have that for today. Graph model shows we get a high temperature around 97. You see a lot of heat. What you don't see is anything really in the form of rain. When we get into the weekend, we'll freeze it up Saturday afternoon, freeze it right there, and a couple of thunderstorms really clinging to the coastline. That's actually outside of our viewing area. So right now, I'm sticking with that persistent forecast that we stay dry Saturday and Sunday. Now, not only that, but the dew points take a little bit of a dip, and hopefully, now I'm just speculating here, maybe that'll be enough where we actually won't need a heat advisory over the weekend. Now, I know these heat indices don't look like anything great, but at least we're not seeing the 110s, the 112s that we've been dealing with. And on a live local radar, all the flickers of green on your screen, those aren't hitting the ground, but this stuff down here over in the Gulf of Mexico, that's hitting the ground. That's moving away from us, producing quite a bit of lightning, I must say, as well. Speaking of that, we've got what's left of Debbie. This is now what's called post-tropical Debbie, and there you see there's not that much left of it, but now it is howling. It is screaming drifting to the northeast at 35 miles per hour. Good. Finally puts on some speed. Now, as we mentioned before, this new wave out here in the Atlantic, it's got a good chance of development. Now it's at 60%. I've got a little wind particles up here to show what might be the flow and what might be the steering currents here. So it looks like it gets wrapped around what's basically a Bermuda high, and then you see this trough over here. So it looks like it really should take a hard banking turn to the right or to the north, because everything's going to work together to steer it that way. That means it's going to steer it away from the Gulf of Mexico. So that's what we like to hear over here. Of course, we're going to keep a very watchful eye on that. Our high temperature, well, the low temperature starting in the mid-70s, high temperature at 98 in the afternoon. So definitely we're hoping that the AC units, both in the school buses and in the classrooms, are ready to rock and roll. Overnight low for tonight. Your Friday evening plans look good. Overnight low at 76. Saturday 99, Sunday 98. Can we fix these high temperatures? We're going to try to do it, but even when we start to bring in the rain chances next week, even when we pump it up to about 30%, there's just no real relief, and the forecast highs are going to still be ranging in the upper 90s. At 7:08, Johnny Asian, back from dripping the coffee, ready to rock?
And ready to rock. Fresh pot, fresh drip. Fresh drip in the pot. Drive times are coming in here in the 7 o'clock hour. We're looking pretty good coming in from Gonzales on the interstate. A little slower coming in from Denham, up to 20 minutes now. Jubin to the 10-12, and then only 4 or 5 to the downtown area. Let me take you out and about and show you a couple of things. Getting a little busy on Florida Boulevard and Burgess Avenue in Walker, and I will show you why. Let's first of all change our background, zoom in a little bit. You have a lot of schools here. Walker High School's right there. West Side Junior High's right there. You got Walker Junior High right there, and way up on Walker, on Wildcat Drive, the Walker Elementary. So I'll take those signs off, and you can definitely see that flow of traffic has gotten a lot more congested in those areas in and around the schools. Interstate, again, slow from right around to the Denham Springs area, and then from O'Neill to Millerville. Let me take you right on down toward Highway 73. Nothing like what we saw yesterday just yet, which was solid red between Airline Highway and the interstate. We are seeing very slow traffic in both directions on Highway 73 around Dutchtown High School, and that's in that area while folks get back to school and get kind of back to it. There's the this time yesterday, right below at the bottom of your screen, barely can see it. That's Highway 73 at I-10 in Prairieville. That was just stop and go, more stop than go. 7:09. We do this thing every morning on WAFB Plus. Give you a little capsule of what you might have missed, some of the bigger headlines. Liz Coe will be back with that right after a short break. Do stay with us.
Welcome back. Your time now is 7:11. We're following a lot of headlines here, and let's start with the national headlines, as this has wide-reaching impact here. Voters are going to see former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris on the debate stage. That date is now set. Learning overnight there that both nominees actually agreed to do a debate on September 10th. Now, more debates after that are still possible there. The details are still getting worked out here, those dates being finalized. Meanwhile, Harris and her running mate Tim Walz, Minnesota governor, they're going to be continuing their focus on battleground states as they hit the campaign trail, actually making a stop in Detroit, Michigan, as you can see there, talking with local union workers for the United Auto Workers there in Detroit, standing in solidarity with them. Meanwhile, former President Trump is set to hit the campaign trail today. He's going to hold a rally in Montana later on this Friday. We'll keep our eyes on that. In the meantime, we also want to get you an update that kind of has a national but also a local impact here. This is an interesting story we've been following since 2009. You see that on the bottom of your your screen, the Stanford Trust Ponzi scheme trial. Yeah, very unique here. This story dates all the way back to 2009. People around the country actually had their savings stripped there. This is the infamous Ponzi scheme that we're talking about, and the epicenter of that operation right here in the capital city. So a jury in Baton Rouge will decide today if the state's Office of Financial Institutions should have stepped in sooner and therefore be liable for the financial losses that the victims faced in this. After waiting 15 years, well, some of the victims say that they're scared to hear the outcome, to see the outcome of this case. Nearly $400 million in damages could be at stake. 25,000 victims impacted by this. So we're going to let you know if and when that decision comes down today. We'll push it to you through the 9 News app. Let's take you to Ascension Parish here. We have an update for folks who may be dealing with some water issues. You're still being asked to minimize your water usage. Crews are still repairing that damaged water main line that we're told was damaged by a contractor. You can see kind of where it happened there. That's off of Highway 308 South by Christie Drive. Now, officials say they are trying to restore that water service to you as soon as possible, but in the meantime, minimize that water where you can, and that's sure going to help crews there as they work to get that back online. We'll also let you know about that as well. Iberville Parish here. Let's get you an update because this is kind of new in our part of the world. Starting today, the Iberville Parish and U.S. Coast Guard in New Orleans are establishing that safety zone. It's on the left side of your screen there. That's Section A. So this is where they're going to cover a 300-yard radius, and this is to make sure that the students who are using that pedestrian ferry in place of the Gross State Bridge, well, they're getting to and from safely here. So they're trying to make sure that no boats are passing through that area without permission. If you have any questions about this, you see the number at the bottom of your screen. That is 225-687-5190. Let's come back out here because we want to leave you with that. Oh, yeah, heads up here. If you're looking for food, Iberville Parish hosting that actually in less than an hour. Head over to Bayou Pigeon and Sorrel New Fire Station, Highway 75. 8 o'clock this morning. They're going to open that up for you. You just need to bring your license or your income verification. They just want to prove where you live. Busy day. Yeah,
down at the Gross State ferry boat situation, I was talking to the folks yesterday, and they said they were giving me all these details, and I'm like, what? And he goes, look, during school zones in the morning, during school zones in the afternoon, no barges.
Easy enough.
There you go.
Consider that.
I like that. So the barge traffic has school zones.
Yes, so keep that in mind here. Please keep school zones in effect. Please keep the heat in mind.
You only see that here, by the way.
That is a very unique, distinct South Louisiana problem.
It's Truck Month at Team Toyota, where you'll find great savings on the reliable and versatile Toyota Tacoma. Or get 1.99% financing on the new Toyota Tundra or $3,000 customer cash. Don't miss these tremendous savings during Truck Month happening now at Team Toyota.